All right, what say you we dive in with another birthday reading from the Secret Language of Birthdays book for May 19th, the day of Heartfelt Persuasion. And it looks like we got a drawing of a pile of grass with some flowers in it. Now, I'm not a botanist, so I couldn't tell you what flower that's supposed to represent, but it looks like the symbol for the Knights Templar, that little cross there. Who's to say what it is? In any event, it's May 19th. Hey, is it your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to say to you, happy birthday, all right? And if you're finding this video sometime after your birthday, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. And for everyone else who's just joining us out of curiosity, well, I hope you enjoy yourselves. I hope you learned something. And I hope you join us for your birthday, whenever that time may be. All right, let's dive in. Your month is May. Your day is the 19th. Your sign is 28 to 30 degrees Taurus. And your birthday is the first day of the Taurus-Gemini Cusp for your zodiac period. And your elemental qualities is fixed earth. All right, May 19th, the day of Heartfelt Persuasion. May 19 people have plenty of energy. All right, that's written here. All right, but have to learn to keep it under control and direct it well. This is indeed crucial because many born on this day have great leadership potential. Although they often go through trying times, both physically and emotionally, they emerge successful when their purpose is focused. Their energy can be quite elemental, like the weather. It is perhaps best to put in long-range projects involving the building of structure in social or family life. May 19 people are usually self-taught and value a natural approach to their work. They get in trouble, however, when they overuse logical and reasoning faculties at the expense of intuition. When they think too far into things, they may end up quite removed from their original intentions, for it is the promptings of their heart which is noblest in them. Indeed, the heart is like a ship's compass which keeps them on course, and they should look to it for direction. For both men and women born on this day, a powerful figure of the same sex, usually older, often becomes a central person in their lives. If they encounter such an individual in their formative years, the person may become a kind of teacher or initiator into the ways of the world. May 19 people can well find inspiration in books or in works of art, but until they meet a flesh and blood figure who takes an interest in them, they may be confused as to how they can best utilize their talents or take a place in society. And what are their natural gifts? Well, first and foremost, their talent to communicate. Second, a depth of charisma. And third, an ability to convince friends, family members, and colleagues of what the proper course of action is at any given time. For highly evolved persons born on this day, eloquence is a powerful tool. For the less evolved, it may merely manifest as glibness or superficiality. May 19 charm and persuasion talents can make for an extremely inspiring person, or in the worst case, a kind of con artist. There's a definite need for May 19 people to submit to some form of spiritual training in their lives, as well as a well-regulated social structure in which to operate. Sometimes overly concerned either for their own material security or that of others, often in social sense, they can get caught up in a web of materialism. The most difficult thing for May 19 people is to avoid entanglements, perhaps of their own making, and remain free to move. This conflict between fixed commitments and a desire to be free can be the central struggle in their lives, and they must learn how to create freedom for themselves within the boundaries of responsible positions. Otherwise, they will face great frustration. All right, let's move on to those born on this day. We have Malcolm X, the African-American activist and writer of the autobiography of Malcolm X, and he was sadly assassinated. We have Ho Chi Minh, he was a Vietnamese leader, revolutionary, and a communist ideologist. And we also have Grace Jones, Jamaican-American model, singer, film actress, androgynous icon. We also have Peter Townsend, he was a guitarist, singer-songwriter for The Who. Lorraine Hansberry, a Drama Critics Award-winning playwright for A Raisin in the Sun. She was a civil rights reformer and died at the age of 34. We have Jim Lehrer, who was a PBS journalist, the McNeil Lehrer anchor. He was a writer, and he wrote We Were Dreamers. We also have Cecil McBee, who was a jazz bassist. And we have James Fox, a British film actor. Sonny Fortune, jazz alto, tenor saxophonist. Jane Ellen Brodie, a health science writer for the New York Times. Edward de Bono, British physician, developed the concept of lateral thinking. We also have Nora Ephron, who's a novelist of heartburn, apparently. Joy Ramone, singer of the Ramones. Viscount William Waldorf Astor II, he was an American-born British entrepreneur, politician, observer owner, and husband of Nancy. We also have Lady Nancy Astor. She was the American-born British politician, wife of William. Yusuf Idris, Egyptian playwright novelist, wrote The Forbidden. We have Johann Theophilus Fichte, was a German romantic philosopher. We have Nellie Melba, Australian operatic soprano. Donald Walters, Swami Kiriyananda teacher, founder of Ananda Cooperative Community, and writer of Education for Life. And finally, we have Johann Jacob Froberger, a German Baroque composer. All right, moving on to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 19th of the month are ruled by the number 1. 1 plus 9 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. And by the sun. That May 19 people are born on the first day of the cusp of energy, are ruled by the number 1, and have strong sun influences, means that they must not misdirect powerful energies, which can have disastrous effects on family and personal relationships. Those ruled by the number 1 like to be first, and they tend to be ambitious and dislike restraint. Though Taurus is ruled by Venus, by this time in May, the mercurial influences of Gemini are beginning to be felt, and thus May 19 people should be aware of relying too much on mental powers and of being flighty and emotionally labile. Not quite sure what that word means. Learning how to quiet themselves internally and externally is important for those born on this day. All right, let's move on to your tarot. The 19th card of the major arcana is the Sun. It can be considered the most favorable of all the major arcana cards and symbolizes knowledge, vitality, and good fortune. It does, however, suggest negative traits of pride, vanity, and false appearance. Here is your health. Those born on May 19 must guard against their destructive energies causing injury to themselves or others. Often those born on this day encounter serious physical difficulties early in life and can overcome them only through strength of character. Unfortunately, May 19 people are accident-prone and should therefore exercise caution when engaging in sports and intensely physical activities, and of course when driving or traveling. Physical exercise is crucial to the health of May 19 people, for their highly energetic nature demands it. Neglecting this need can lead to all sorts of discomforts, mostly stress-related. If seeking harmony in their lives, those born on this day should recognize the disruptive effect of a poor diet. All right, and here is some advice. Sometimes leave others to their own devices. Don't be so controlling. Follow what is best in you and allow yourself freedom. When you feel your temperature rise, put some distance between yourself and what is bothering you, and try not to overreact. Let go of your attachments at least once in your life. All right, and here is your meditation. There is man's time, and there is God's time. All right, your strengths and your weaknesses. Your strengths, your elemental, energetic, and just. Your weaknesses: controlling, disruptive, and frustrated. Your season is spring. Once again, your sign is Taurus, the Taurus Gemini cusp specifically, and your element qualities is fixed earth. And this has been May 19th, the day of heartfelt persuasion. Hey, did this describe you? Let me know down in the comments if you feel it did or didn't. I know when I first read my birthday, I didn't agree with it at all, but some friends, they said, hey, man, it's pretty close to you, who you are. And so after some self-reflection, I kind of realized, maybe it's true. Just some things in there, I don't know, I expected more, I guess, but when I came down and drilled down on it, it was everything I needed, I suppose. So in any event, this has been the Secret Language Birthdays book. That's right. And I have convinced a lot of people to buy this thing just because it's really interesting, even if you don't believe in any of this stuff. And as I like to say, more than 1 million copies sold for a reason. This makes a great coffee table book. Get the conversation started if you throw a party or have some folks over. And maybe you want to get a little bit of an eye on what they're all about. Hey, go on down in the description, and I got an affiliate link. Click on that bad boy, get you a copy. Even if you don't want it, hey, shop through that link. Give me a little bit of a commission there. Help support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if it has been your birthday today, I just want to say, hey, happy birthday. And if you just joined us out of curiosity, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you join us when your birthday comes time. And I can read for you out of the Secret Language of Birthdays book. All right. Take care of yourselves.